wrestling fans, but more importantly, 12 gauge wrestling fans. Joining me at this time, he is one half of the, can't really say up and coming because you guys are already here. One of the best tag
Thank
teams
you.
in the Southeast, the Pop Rock Connection, along with
Woo, woo, woo,
Donovan
woo,
Thomas.
woo.
He is Vaughn LaFlair. How are you, bud?
Yes, sir. It is the boy. The fly is on the mic. Your East Atlanta pop star, one half of the Pop Rock Connection, Vaughn LaFlair. And I'm so sorry that my tag team partner, Donovan Thomas, the man with infinite amount of charisma, Mr. Rockstar, could not be here tonight. But, one man does not stop the show. So I'm doing good.
He got, he got, for people who don't know, being the rock star that he is, he got called into duty to save the day. So he's off being a
Yeah.
rock star and getting things done, and we will catch up with him down the road.
Yes, sir.
The life of a rock star, right?
Right. Get a little hectic.
Right. But it is good to have you on. Of course, we're going to talk here in a little while about the Pop Rock Connection getting to face the Art Rebels this
Mhm.
Friday in Somerville for the 12 gauge show. But first, I want to dig a little bit into it because people that aren't that familiar with you, which means they haven't been going to shows anywhere recently, because I've seen you at least half a dozen
Same.
times at a couple different places.
Thank
But
you.
you were trained by the aerial rebel himself, A.R. Fox, right?
Yes, sir. The highest flyer in the game, the one and only Mr. Fox.
Yeah, Alfred Richardson Fox, I believe, is what that stands for.
I thought it was Aaron Rodgers Fox.
Could be, could be. It's kind of like CM Punk. It's like
Yeah,
it's more fun to try to figure out what it is than to just
right,
ask him, because I feel like I could just ask him and
right.
it.
I
I
mean,
think it's interesting whatever it is, but put your guesses in the comments below as to what you think the
simple.
AR and AR Fox stands
The
for.
simple, the
I,
simplest answer is he's just a real fox.
yeah,
That is the simplest answer.
he absolutely is. I mean, he's for people who don't know, he's currently in AEW and Ring of Honor doing
Yeah,
stuff.
he's been
But
killing it
just
on
go
Ring of
look
Honor,
up
coming
some of the
back.
battles he had with Swerve Strickland, and
Oh
if
man.
that doesn't make you love wrestling even more, then you might want to check your pulse.
Yeah, yeah. One of my favorite matches to even like just watch when I just want to know how to do a good baby versus baby is him versus AJ Styles. They were in like a they were in this place that looked like a gymnasium or a hangar or something, but it was fantastic. AJ was the aggressor, but they were both baby, and yeah, it was. I was like, yeah, that was a nice one. He did that. He had another match with Dijak, I believe. That was
Oh
really
yeah,
good. That was at Beyond Wrestling, I believe.
I think so.
One night I went on a binge, and I came back to him the next day. It was like, yo, this right here, I'm stealing it. Hey, can I do this? Can I do? I steal moves from people that I love wholeheartedly. There's a couple of folks, including Neji Ichiban, that I have took moves from. Which his move is actually something that we both equally got inspired by the Great Muda.
Oh,
But I waited until I wrestled him in order to start doing it. It's the hand. It's the what is that? The handspring elbow to the corner.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a move that I always liked, but I respect people that do stuff before me, so I waited until it was done to me before I can do it. So yeah,
Kind of like unlocking it.
yeah. It's definitely I'm unlocking all of the Infinity Stones.
There
So
you go. There you go. All of them.
yeah,
What kind of trainers they are, Fox? I've met tons of people that have trained under him, but I have never
hmm
found out what kind of trainer is he.
you would be surprised. There's a stigma in at WWA4 that we have a trampoline and we just go and do backflips, whatever. I would say Mondays, basics, headlock takeovers. We've been having a lot of new students, so it allows us to kind of dial down things and really get back to the basics of like these are the things that are going to get you hired and booked.
Yes.
And then what we'll do is what we've been doing a lot lately. Granted, I haven't been there like day to day as I used to, but what we do a lot lately is we'll work on something on Mondays. We'll Tuesday find a way to put it inside of a spot, whether it is a drop down leapfrog spot or if it is a thing of which we're doing a heat drill or something, turnaround drill or whatnot. Um and then Wednesdays we would add that onto something else. So say Monday is the basics of locking up whatever.
Yeah.
Tuesday is working on a shine. Wednesday is working on the shine into the heat and how to turn around. And then we'll do practice matches. And then Thursday, of course, we have the free show. Free show, WWA4, Thursday Night Live, every Thursday, almost every Thursday. Not this Thursday, though, I don't think, because he's out of town. But 8 p.m., yeah, free YouTube. So and that's kind of how how we would do stuff with that. And it's honestly just been like you when you have when you wrestle, um I've been fortunate a lot lately to have been wrestling every week and being booked every weekend or whatnot. And
Hmm.
when you are wrestling, you're so set into the motion of it happening, the character or of everything, that when you get back to training, you're kind of like, oh man, I need to work on the technique a little bit more again. So it's been really fun being able to like go back after taking a couple months of training off, being able to go back and be like, okay, I need to work on like I had to really work on my my taking a hip toss.
Mm.
I For some reason I was going too slow on it, and that can be really bad in a match. You land straight on your neck and it's over.
Yep.
And yeah, yeah, so that's but answer your question, Fox is definitely a psychology person. He is not someone that's just gonna say, "Oh, do this because it's gonna be cool." Like, yeah, something can look cool, but what is the purpose of it? One of the analogies that he used that I like because I like analogies is the health bar in 2K in the 2K games. If my health bar is still up, this one move isn't gonna get me down. If my health, if your health bar is low, after you hit a move, you gotta residually sell everything else that was still happening from before.
Hmm.
So yeah, he's definitely he has a lot going up in that brain.
I'd say that analogy is a form of what I explained to people this week as to how somebody can win the AEW world title off of a headlock takeover. And I was like, you had to see the whole thing. All you saw was the clip. You have to see the whole thing. And when you take 4 to 5 finishers in a row, even a hip toss puts you away because I I I used to do that in video games. I would mess with my buddies. I would drop them with 3 straight finishers and then do a hip toss and do like a Chris Jericho
Mm-hmm.
pin on them and beat them every time. And they'd get so mad. They're like, "How can you beat me with a hip toss?" Well, because I literally hit you with a bus 3 times
Yeah.
and then I hit you with a hip toss. The hip toss had nothing to do with it. You were done after the third bus.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
wasn't a
people
big
don't
fan of
understand
it.
that.
I wasn't a big fan of it. Only because I I don't know. It just it just came out of nowhere. And I guess I mean, I don't know. I don't got nothing to say about
I'll have a better breakdown
it.
on the other the actual strong style the regular episode this week because I'll be talking a lot
Right.
of AEW with that. But up at WWA4, is that where
Yes,
you
sir.
ran into your tag partner?
Yeah, yeah. So Tom was there a year before me. And he took some time off, came back. We immediately kind of clicked. We was in a Rumble, a battle royale match for Mr. Danger's birthday, and that was like that was like my third match or so, and
Mhm.
I actually eliminated Tom, and but it was so funny like that we kind of just instantly got along, and I like I've always loved tag team wrestling. I was already looking to kind of do something in tagging or whatnot, and I kind of pitched the idea. I was like, hey, your gimmick is not very far from mine. Would you be open to doing something? And he was like, sure. So then immediately I was like, okay, let's come up. Let me come up with some names. Let me come up with some names. And then boom, Pop Rock, PRC.
Yep.
So
PRC was born.
yes, sir. So we've been together for about a
Uh,
year now.
hmm. Of course, we're talking to Yvonne LaFlair of one half of the Pop Rock Connection with
Damn
Donovan
right.
Thomas. And who else was kind of up in there with your kind of, I guess, your class, so to say, of
Oh
WWA4? I know
yeah.
a bunch of people from up there. Like who's
Yeah.
kind of wandering around up there?
So my class was or is um Alexandra Quinn. She's doing
Mm,
amazing work.
yep.
She's way better than me. Corinne Joy, um,
Mm,
is Isabella Wilder. She was there for a few. She's doing her thing at One Fall right now.
yep.
Um, KJ Valentine, me, KJ, and Alex are yeah. We started the same time. We're basically like almost inseparable. Um, even though I don't really like KJ, but Alex is the reason why we're close.
Mm,
um, Vivian Cross.
yeah.
Also started around the same time. Who else? Um, I'm blanking out on names, but
I mean, that's
pretty
quite a.
much.
I know everybody you just
Uh,
said. I mean, I've met majority of them, but
it was a
those are all
weird.
people.
Yeah, it was a weird thing because like we started in like November, and then there was some people that started in January. But
Oh yeah.
technically, by the summer we all started kind of getting out. So like Prince Mule, he
Mm,
recently just won the chasing title at DWA. I would put him in our class even though he was a couple months behind us. But I'll put him in our class a little bit.
okay.
Um yeah, and then instead just hope I mean we just had a whole new class graduate of like six folks. One of them will be part of the tag team that we're going against on Friday at 12 gauge in Somerville. His name is Atrix. He just graduated. Atrix is probably one of the best breakout stars that I've seen in just as far as just getting it. He's a great high flyer. He just gets it. And one thing about getting it is when they get it, I love to break it. I love to break it. No. He's really no. They're really good. So yeah, Vivian Atrix. I can't wait to work them. That would be my
And
first
of
time
course,
for Atrix.
since you brought them up, as
Yeah,
we said, this Friday, doors open at 6:30, bell time at 7:30 at
yes
the
sir.
Chattooga County Agricultural Center. That is in Somerville,
Mm-hmm.
not that far, about the same distance from Rome as I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's about the same
out
distance.
in the West Georgia world.
Yeah.
Of course, like you said, PRC, you guys are going to take on the Art Rebels, otherwise known as Vivian Cross and Atrix, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two people that you are very familiar with.
Yeah.
I always ask people if is that a strength or is that like something that means you got to like is that a good thing you know them so well or is it kind of a now I've got to work even harder because that means they know me too.
It depends. Both are both are wild cards. Um, Vivian is definitely someone that you don't know you don't know if she's gonna be nice or not. And I kind of like that. But and then with Atrix, Atrix just having the like he almost gives me like the Javon Evans effect of just being so
Okay.
like energetic and just you'll think everything's cool and then he's just flying from somewhere. And it's like, wait, whoa, where did that come from? You know? So it's and I so I I asked for them because I knew it would be a challenge and I knew it would be a spectacle for 12 gauge for the 12 gauge audience. They're gonna love them definitely. Um, and it is going to be a challenge. Honestly, it's going to be a challenge for PRC. You know, yeah, we've been on somewhat of a run, as far as getting out there and whatnot. But um, those wild cards, you just never know what can happen,
No.
and I'm up for it.
Well, kind of briefly walk us through
Hmm.
how do you see uh, one of either Vivian or Atrix maybe getting starstruck during this match on
Okay.
of course this is his running knee attack for people who don't know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, the starstruck. How do you kind of walk us through how you see that happening?
All right. Well, I one of my mantras is the lights tend to get bright for some people, and because I'm so used to being such a performer, I don't get worried about who's watching. I perform with or without. I perform whether it is a lot or a little,
Yeah,
and sometimes you just get you just get caught up in the lights and boom, you get starstruck, you know? It's just protect your neck, as what Wu Tang would say.
absolutely, absolutely. And we were talking about your finishers earlier, and you brought
Hmm.
up the genre bender,
Yeah.
and which for people who don't know is that is when Donovan Thomas picks him up with the wheelbarrow, and you turn that into a code breaker.
Yep.
It's I have seen you guys do that, and that's a fun move. That's a devastating
Yeah.
move. That's going to take anybody out, and I think you got two. I don't want to say suspects, but you've got two targets right here that I think one of the two of them are going to catch it. And that's nothing personal to them. I've got no ill will. I'm not making picks in this. I am
Yeah.
simply in the middle. But I feel like we're going to see at least one
No.
genre bender.
Well, you know, Tom is a big boy, so it is kind of hard to get him off his feet sometimes, and he does have a tendency to like to catch people out of moves.
Mm-hmm.
And if one person just tries to do something and he catches them in that right moment, I will be right there. And
Absolutely, as only I would expect you to be. Uh, Now, you guys have been tearing it up all over the place, and another time we'll get into a lot of the other places you go. But
mm-hmm.
you know, since you guys have been teaming, kind of, are you kind of feeling people get behind you on things? People are kind of understanding where you guys are coming from.
Yeah, it took a little bit of time. You know, obviously whenever you try to do something that's a bit out of the ordinary with blending wrestling with the theatrics and blending real life with a little bit of reality TV.
Yeah,
That's kind of what I like to call our videos that we make and post all over social media, our PRC talks. They're vlogs. They're just yeah, they're honestly reality clips of what actually goes on. Um, and it is some people kind of are a little hesitant. They're like, are these guys just a gimmick or are these guys, you know, whatever? But then once they actually see, oh no, they have chemistry. Oh no, they're actually working. Oh no, this is actually happening, it's actually going places, then they start to get behind. It's like, oh, I've been a fan, and it's like, yeah, I never doubted you. You doubted yourself, and at the end of the day, Bing bong. you know?
Hey, and the ultimate way for you fans to prove that you have these guys back and that you, well, there's two ways. There's two ways.
Yeah,
I would be remiss if I didn't mention the other. You guys want to show that you're feeling what Pop Rock Connections got going. First
yeah,
off, come to the show on Friday, and second off, get a sticker. If
yes,
you want to
sir.
prove to people that you're
Oh
down with
man,
them, you gotta have a sticker. Am I
oh,
putting
the
you on the
sticker
spot?
on
Do you
me.
not have stickers?
Hold on. I do have stickers. Oh,
I
wait.
mean, not like right now. I
I
just
was
mean
about
like
to
you'll have
say.
them for Friday.
Oh yeah.
Oh
We're gonna
shit.
have them.
Okay.
We're
I
gonna
was
have
about
them.
to
The
say I just
stickers.
like pushed you all the way out on the plank, and I was like, "Yeah, you can swim, right?" And you're like, "Hold on."
Nah, here's the stickers. PRC, get them. They're real sleek. They are outlined and it's traced, so it's not just like a little square. You see the outline of the star right there. Yeah, it's right there, and it's right there. Yeah,
Yeah, there it is.
yeah. Get
Oh
them.
yeah.
PRC stickers. When you see us, you know, just pull up sticker. You can do a bing bong, and yeah.
All right. So I got to ask there. I saw it on the promo and everything like that. What is Bing Bong?
Okay, so bing bong. So in order to tell you what Bing Bong is, I got to tell you where we got the idea for the videos. So, there was these viral clips a couple years back, called the NYC Side Talk instead of Sidewalk, and it had the ding dong thing on it,
Yeah.
and they said the bing bong and whatnot, and I was like, yo, that's really fun. That's really cool. I love those videos. So we stole it. I'm not even gonna lie. But bing bong, bing, comma, bong, exclamation is now copywritten. So don't try it, guys. Ownership, baby. If you're gonna be an artist, you gotta know how to own your masters. So, um, but no, yeah, and that was it. And then we do this move a lot that we call the Bing Bong song. I coined it. It's basically just it's a back and forth flurry of attacks. I hit one attack, he hits the next attack, I hit the next attack, and then we both do a discus elbow and bing bong.
Ooh,
So the bing bong is the elbow. So yeah.
wow. That could be an incredible move. The sequence right there that could happen is
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Hopefully you see it. Hopefully you get to see it. So
Well, and I also wanted to, you guys are becoming one of the, I mean, not just top tag teams around, but especially in a brand new tag division that 12 gauge is doing. You guys have picked up some pretty solid wins. You
yes,
have
sir.
one over the ADS, over the new
Hmm.
power faction going on right now.
Those guys
Um,
suck.
I know that did not sit well with a particular person at the top of the leader of that was not excited that a majority of his faction didn't have great debuts.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. They're not the best
I
of
will say
guys,
this
but
simple message to him is that only you can prevent forest fires there, Smokey. So
hmm
and he will know what that means. But you got, like I said, you guys have some pretty solid and pretty decisive wins. Do you kind of see yourself as the emerging kind of leader in the clubhouse right now, is to be that top team as this division develops?
For sure. I think that I definitely, we don't run from challenges, and I want to develop the tag team. I want it to be ones that, people want to come to, new teams, old teams, established teams, building teams. But definitely I think as far as momentum wise and as far as just establishing what 12 gauge has to offer, we I I want to be the top. I want to be the top, and at the end of the day, that if it means opening up a gate just to be the gatekeeper, we're gonna do it.
I could see that. I know that feeling. Sometimes you got to build a bridge so that you can be the troll to run it.
Yes, sir. This guy gets it.
I'm going to clip that. That's going to be in everything now. But uh, no, kidding. Uh, before we get out of here, Vaughn,
Yes.
as I said, we were joined by Vaughn LaFlair, one half of the Pop Rock Connection with Donovan Thomas.
Mhm.
He is the pop side for people who don't know. Uh, what is kind of your message to? Well, we'll start with this. What is your message to your opponent, the Art Rebels, Vivian Cross and Atrix? Because, as you said, I'm unfamiliar with Atrix, but you're telling me
Mhm.
he's Javon Evans-esque, that he will just come out of completely nowhere and just an aerial assassin. And I've seen Vivian Cross completely take it to people and
Yeah.
give them everything and more that they can handle.
Yeah.
So this is not going to be an easy night at the office.
I would say if for those who may know, if you know who Ariel Van Gogh is, um, Atrix is his protege,
Ooh, okay.
and you can see it. You can definitely see it. Yeah, you can definitely see it, and I would say for my opponents, bring everything because when you step into the ring and the lights are low, PRC always shines. So I, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Bring the A game.
And then
Yeah.
lastly, what's your message to the fans about why they should show up to watch the PRC pick up the W?
Okay. So to the fans, to 12 gauge fans, to new PRC fans, to returning PRC fans, to people that just want to see some wrestling, some good old fashioned wrestling. Come show out, show up, not even just for us, for the whole locker room. Everyone is killing it. We're doing our best. We have KJ Valentine, we have DRP. Unfortunately, we have Chris Crunk, we have Walker, we have oh my gosh, so many. Obviously, LaFlair and Donovan Thomas, PRC Pop Rock Connection. You are going to find your future favorite wrestlers in this locker room, and yeah, just come out. Is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. The we what me and what PRC are doing right now. We what we like to call our world tour, the greatest world tour that you will ever see. It is nothing like it is like no other. And definitely, if you're not a believer by the words that are coming out of our mouth, you will be a believer that day when you hear 3, 2, 1 grand finale and 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
There you go. I like that. I'm going to start using that tagline, or I'm sure I feel like somebody else is going to in a promo video very, very soon. Come meet your new favorite wrestlers
Yes,
at
sir.
12 Gauge on Friday, Chattooga County Agricultural Center in Somerville,
Hmm.
6:30 door, 7:30 bell. Come see PRC versus the Art Rebels. As you said, this is a completely loaded card. Just banger after banger.
Yep.
And come check out the new venue. This is a brand new venue for 12 Gauge. So come check out the new venue. Tell Rocky how much you appreciate him. And come get some stickers.
Yeah. Stickers. They're $2. They're
Right?
amazing. Stickers.
But Vaughn, it has been fantastic having you on and getting a chance to chat with you tonight.
Yes, sir.
As I like to say, you are now part of the family, so to say. So you are welcome back anytime. I know
For
we will be
sure.
crossing paths very soon down the road in all kinds of different stuff. But until then, we appreciate everything, and
Yeah.
we'll see. soon down the road.
Yeah, hey, you might be in the next PRC vlog.
Just might. But
Yes,
for my
sir.
guest, Von LaFlair, and for his Rockstar partner who is off saving the world, Donovan Thomas of the Pop
Hmm.
Rock Connection, I am Jeremy the Impact York. This has been a special edition of Strong Style. We'll see you next time. Deuces, gooses, go to 12 gauge.
Bing bong.